Hello my beautiful viewers, welcome back to my channel. Do you like what I'm wearing? This is an open poncho chiffon. Isn't it beautiful? I'm trying to hide the label tag. So the label tag is still on. It's made by Echo. Isn't it just beautiful? You can wear it like this over a beautiful dress. It's a wrap. You can just wrap. Beautiful scarf. Wrap it. Or you can wear a brooch. Wear it with a brooch right here. It's just so beautiful. It elevates any beautiful dress. It just elevates your look instantly. With this beautiful hat. It's so cute. I love this. I love it. Beautiful wrap. And it's perfect for fall season. It's just so lovely. Really elevates your look. All right, enough of this. Take it off. It's so distracting. Anyway, this dress is by Moda International. It only cost me $5 at the thrift center. I was never into animal print, but when I saw these beautiful pointy heels, I said, I have to buy those. Only $2.50. Can you believe it? It's such a steal. I'm sorry I'm whispering, but my daughter's taking a nap, so I don't want to be too loud because if she wakes up, it will not be in a nice mood. So this is my beautiful outfit for under $8. Welcome back to my channel, ladies. Today, I would like to talk to you about the 5 love languages. If any of you are familiar with Dr. Gary Chapman, back in 1992, he wrote a book. It's called The 5 Love Languages. And he talks about, through all his years of marriage counseling, he heard a lot of partners talk about how they feel neglected by their spouse, talking about how I don't feel loved because he or she doesn't want to spend time with me. He or she doesn't express love, doesn't tell me nice things. And well, after all this research that he did over his years of counseling couples, he came up with 5 general ways that people express emotional love. Went ahead and had a book published that is called The 5 Love Languages. So what are the 5 love languages? We all give and receive love in 5 different ways. Words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Like I said before, these are the love languages that Dr. Gary Chapman came up with in his lifelong career as a marriage counselor. The first one we'll talk about is words of affirmation. So with words of affirmation, you express and you receive love through words of affirmation, which is like praise, encouragement, compliments. You thrive on spoken affection, such as praise, hey, good job, keep going, you're doing well. So things like that really encourage you and give you energy. A lot of compliments. Oh, you look nice today. Oh, look at you. Fabulous. Just complimentary words. That's what gives you energy. That's what gives you a sense of being loved. Now, on the opposite side of the spectrum, if you hear harsh words such as, "What's wrong with you? Ew, what are you wearing?" Or, "Did you not get enough sleep today?" Just any type of criticism can really put you down. Words that are so ugly to you, words that don't really flatter you, they just really drag you down. So you really express yourself through words. And words mean a lot to you, so maybe if your partner talks to you and tells you beautiful things, maybe he's very poetic and constantly tells you beautiful poems, you might just love that. That's what thrives. That's what gives you a sense of love. Just being very loving with words. When you express yourself with words, you feel loved when the words come back to you, and not in a negative way, but in a positive way. That was words of affirmation. Now, the second one is acts of service. Acts of service would be like, for example, if you've had a hard day at work, you come home and you see that your spouse washed the dishes, put them away, has dinner ready on the table, and you just feel like, wow, my spouse really loves me. That's just the way that you receive love, like you feel cared for. A thoughtful way of expressing love. On the other hand, if your house is a mess and you haven't had time to clean it, and your partner is just watching TV and not even helping you vacuum or sweep, mop, and you feel like, okay, this partner is not really showing me love because I'm not getting any help with cleaning the house. Or look at my car, it's so dirty and I'm not getting my husband to clean it or vacuum it or detail or whatever it is. You'll feel neglected and you won't feel loved, because that's the way that you feel cared for, by expressing acts of service. And maybe you are always volunteering at church or at a committee, and you're always feel like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Well, that's the way you express love, because you're just doing and just volunteering, and that's your way of showing and expressing love. Now on to the third love language, receiving gifts. And that goes to giving gifts as well. So if the way your main love language is giving and receiving gifts, so when you speak this love language, a thoughtful gift would really make you feel special and loved. In contrast, a generic gift or a forgotten special event, such as your anniversary, a special holiday, a birthday, and you don't receive a gift, then you might feel the opposite effect. Now, these don't have to be expensive gifts. They can be like little notes wrapped in a little gift box, or something wrapped in a special wrapping. It just shows to you that your loved one took special time to wrap this gift for you, especially for you because you're special, which is quality time. To you, nothing shows that you are loved like quality time, undivided attention. Partner is truly present and not texting, not on their phone. When you're spending time with your partner, then that shows, okay, he loves me. And when your partner does not give you that much quality time, then you start feeling lonely and neglected. It could be something simple as after dinner, you could just tell your husband, sweetie, can we go for a nice little walk? Or just, can we take 5-10 minutes and just look at the stars. It doesn't have to be anything extraordinary. It could be just like sitting together, maybe getting a pedicure together. It's just spending one-on-one time. It shows that your partner enjoys time with you. You just feel so loved and appreciated. So the fifth love language is physical touch. Holding hands, hugs, kisses, and appropriate touches are your preferred way of showing and receiving love. This is the way you feel safe. You just feel so loved when you're being touched. Now, some of you may ask, well, how can I show physical touch to my partner when my partner's deployed? Well, this Dr. Gary Chapman talks about a couple that he had. A wife said that her husband was deployed. He was overseas, and she outlined her hand on a piece of paper, and then she wrote on the note, she said, honey, whenever you feel lonely, whenever you feel like you miss me, put your hand on my hand, and just, that's me holding you right there. Isn't that sweet? So when the husband came back from deployment, he went to see Dr. Chapman, and he told him, you're just not gonna believe what a difference it made while I was away from my wife. Whenever I felt so strongly like I missed her, I went to that note and I put my hand there on the paper, and I just felt so connected to her. And he's like, oh, she's right here holding my hand. And that was really special to him. And it helped him get over those lonely times away from his wife. I thought that was so sweet. Oh. And then Dr. Chapman also talked about a husband that had to go on deployment, and his wife, she was feeling very sad about it, and he said, honey, I'm gonna leave you my jean jacket, and whenever you feel like you're missing me, go to my jean jacket and put it on, and that's just know that's me hugging you. So the wife told Dr. Chapman that really helped her while her husband was away on deployment. She would wear his jacket on those lonely nights, and she just felt so close to him. And I think Dr. Chapman has good reason to come up with these love languages. And it does work while you're away from that person. It works on long distance relationships to do special things like that, to remind your partner that, hey, I'm here, I'm holding you, I'm hugging you. It's just so sweet. Now you might ask, do these love languages apply to other cultures? That's exactly what Dr. Chapman wanted to know. And kind of find out, this book has sold over 13 million copies and 50 different languages. And he said that he had a Spanish publisher come up to his publisher and ask, hey, we want to publish a book in Spanish. And so Dr. Chapman asked his publisher, will it work in Spanish? And his publisher said, well, they read the book and they like it. So after they published it in Spanish, it was their bestseller. So it is multicultural. It might be affected by culture, but in the end, it's the 5 main ways that people do express their love through. Dr. Chapman has other editions of this 5-language book, and one of them is the military edition. And another edition that Dr. Chapman has is called God Speaks Your Love Language. And he talks about how God loves us through all the 5 languages. He loves us fluently. He also talks about how people are drawn to Christ when they sense His love through their love language. So most of us have 1 or 2 preferred love languages. And these love languages also apply to children. So as early as they can talk or walk, you can start evaluating and to see what your child's love language is. So there's some children who need a lot of encouragement. There's some children that need a lot of spending time with, and it could be something as simple as cleaning up or just doing laundry with them, or cleaning the yard with your child. That could help them also to feel very loved, just spending time with you. You could just have your kid join you grocery shopping or just whatever, you know, that can allow your child to feel loved, and that can allow your child to feel more connected to you as a parent. The sooner that you discover your love language, the sooner it's going to help you in any relationship. I invite you to write on the comments and let me know if you already discovered your love language, or let me know if you know about your child's love language. Just share with me in the comments. I would like to hear from you. Learning to speak your partner's love language can drastically strengthen your relationship. And like I said before, love languages also apply to non-romantic relationships. Thank you so much for spending time with me today on my channel. I hope you did find this content very helpful and that you will apply these love languages. Just wish the best for you. I look forward to seeing you again next week. If you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and give me a like for more of this content. Until then, I wish you a wonderful week. See you soon. If you haven't got one of these, this is by Conair. It's a steamer. So this is what I use to steam my dresses. Just put water in here, fill it up with water, and steam away. Gets rid of all the wrinkles. See? Steam. You just gotta get yourself one of these by Conair.